Today I will be showing off a canceled Lego mold from The Hobbit, specifically one made for the original movie design of Bolg. So Bolg, the son of Azog, was one of the main characters that Peter Jackson was working on developing the design for. And there was a lot of internal discussions and debate on how that character should look. Should it be more CGI or realistic? And ultimately, the original design of the character Bolg from the Hobbit movies was canceled and ended up being scrapped for the CGI version we see in the movies. However, by the time Peter Jackson definitively changed the design for Bolg to the CGI version we see in the movies, Lego had already developed the mold for this, or at least gone through a process to prototype it in a Lego factory. As you can see, this mold was developed in tandem with the Gundabad orc shoulder armor piece. They fit together like a glove, so we may not know what the rest of the figure would have ended up looking like, but it certainly would have had this shoulder armor with it. Some of you may be wondering, how did I get this mold? Well, the answer is I bought it off someone that sells tons and tons of prototype molds. He told me that this was not the only Hobbit or prototype mold he had, so I'm really curious what else he has, but he didn't tell me what else he got. And he said that he had to ask around to figure out what figure this belonged to. And I don't blame him, because at first glance, it looks to me more like a dwarf mold than a orc slash canceled Bolg design. What a really oddball thing for someone who's not deep into the Hobbit Peter Jackson lore. The mold I'm showing off has its own unique Lego part number that won't show up on Bricklink because it was canceled, but it is cool to see that it was a proper Lego mold made in a factory and unfortunately never came out in any sets. One thing to note about this design is it did actually make its way into other types of toys. So while Lego may not have released this character design as a set because of the design change, other toy manufacturers did under the new name of Dol Guldur Orc, or something like Dungeon Keeper, Dungeon Master of Dol Guldur, which is what the design was repurposed for. Lego, however, did, as we know, decide to completely scrap it. It didn't even make the Lego Hobbit video game as a side character. I'm very happy I was able to get my hands on this, and it was less expensive than some of the Comic-Con Lord of the Rings cardboard pieces, so it was absolutely worth every penny to me as a huge Lego Lord of the Rings Hobbit collector. Hope you enjoyed the video and stay tuned for more.